Rest in peace, Shaft, as Richard Roundtree has passed away after a short battle with pancreatic cancer at the age of 81. What an iconic actor and generational change for Black actors and actresses in Hollywood as well. Thank you for being here on the Wednesday edition of Jacksonville's Morning News, wherever you happen to listen, whether it's in your car on 104.5 FM or on the WOKV app or your smart speaker. We're all over big stories throughout the day here in the 904. A number of storylines we're following for you nationally as well. Mike Johnson, ever heard of the guy? He's a Louisiana Republican House member who may ultimately be elevated to House Speaker. He's the fourth Speaker designee, and a vote will happen as early as the noon hour on Capitol Hill. He was first elected to the House in 2016. And a couple of signs that maybe the Republican conference is coalescing around him. The first is that the House Speaker sign has been removed from outside of Kevin McCarthy's office very late last night. And the other sign is that a number of Republican colleagues rallied around Mike Johnson, and they allowed reporters in very late last night as they announced him as the Speaker designee. We'll see whether or not he gets the magic 217 votes to ultimately be elevated and end the paralyzing chaos that we've seen on Capitol Hill for the better part of a couple of weeks. We're on top of developing details on Israel's war against Hamas and some of the Iran proxies that have been targeting U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria and elsewhere. That's a storyline we're following for you very closely. As the tailgate continues for Florida, Georgia, just a few days away from kickoff at the bank on Saturday, weather's looking pretty warm overall. The winds are going to die down some by Saturday. Chief meteorologist Mike Burr says will be a few degrees above average for kickoff in the low 80s, but since it's a later afternoon kickoff, 3:30 on CBS 47, should be relatively comfortable by the second half as the sun is setting at Everbank Stadium. All in all, a busy week happening in Jacksonville ahead of the game, but it's more than just the stuff around the game. Billy Ocean tonight at Thrasher Horn Center, and a number of other events ratcheting up Thursday. Friday is the exhibition baseball game at 121 Financial Ballpark, followed by the 90s concert with Vanilla Ice and Montel Jordan and some of the other acts from the 1990s. And a number of other storylines we're following for you through the day today. One story coming out of St. Johns County that will catch our attention will be a ribbon cutting for one of two new apartment complexes that are designed to be more affordable in a part of the state where we have seen explosion of rent increases and also housing price increases. One-bedroom apartments at this place on State Road 207 as low as just $347 a month. So affordable housing finally returning to St. Johns County, and leaders in the community will be celebrating that through the day today. Be listening to Jacksonville's Morning News for continuous coverage of today's top stories, weather, and traffic all the way until 10 o'clock.